Good evening, everyone. Today I will be talking about the national menace that our nation is facing day by day and which are deep-rooting in our society second by second. Friends, we all know that our soldiers, our BSF Jawans and our CRPF police are continuously giving their duty 24/7 at the borders just to protect our nation from the international activities or any terrorism that could destroy the peace of our nation. But to their amaze, what they are seeing is many loopholes still prevail in our society. Our society, our nation is in itself exposed to the different threats. For example, first talking about Naxalism. Naxalism, friends, as we know, is derived from the term Naxalbar village, which was in West Bengal. There, the poor people and landowners made their own club and own organization in which they needed poor people to rise against the atrocities which were given to them by the rich landlords and the police. It was under the leadership of Charu Majumdar and Kanu Sanyal that they happened to form a community which was large in number, consisting of 1500 to 2000 poor people, and they adopted their armed struggle for their savior. They were suggested by the ideology that they were very large in number and they could easily overthrow the government and the police of that area and could easily maintain their justice and equality in that area. A small incident took place in which a poor landlord was beaten up by the police, and this further enraged them and accelerated their movements towards their justice. Keeping this in point of view, they formed a society called Communist Party of Marxists, which later on transformed into All India Committee of Marxist, that is AICCM. After that, they further moved on. They made very weapons from the basic and all those basic artilleries which they had, and moved on to West Bengal, where they inspired the children of their caste and society to get involved in their own group. Basically, in Calcutta, they again created a violence and beaten many of the policemen and many officials there, not just for giving their demands. With the passage of time, this Naxalism emerged as one of the second to terrorist-like threat to our nation. The police enforced its large number of officers to control them, but they all failed. Even they were on the verge of attacking those tourists who visited any of the areas. All this gave India a new threat that was called Naxalism. This Naxalism has taken more support from the terrorists who are outside the nation, as they are supplying them arms and money to achieve their goals. So this is one thing which is damaging our society and especially affecting northeast part of our India. Secondly, friends, I would be talking about the crime against women. This simple line would reflect what's the status of crime against women. In further years, the rate of growth of population would be less than the rate of growth of crime against women. Every 4 minutes, a woman is raped. Every year, 5,000 women are accused and burned for their dowry system. Female infanticides, and decrease in sex ratio have further accelerated this menace. It's our ideology. People think that it's Western culture that has been the reason for women degradement, but what we think is that our ideology against the women. Friends, we know for a smooth working of a chariot, two wheels need to be balanced. If one of them is men, then second is none less than the woman. So women form a basic part of our society. They give birth, they help to increase the social values in our society. Women are being the part of every field, every technological field in which India is excelling, be it police, be it infantry forces, or be it the scientist force. Everything we can see that without the participation of women, we cannot achieve or fulfill a complete goal. So different acts were made, Women Prohibition Act, in which the women were not allowed to be used for any social advertisement, Dowry Act to prevent the dowry cases, and different acts to reduce the trafficking of women. But all these acts were not completely achieved because it required the participation of mass media. It required the participation of people's thought that yes, we should equally give weightage to women and respect to her. She is like goddess in our religion, and if she is not respected, then it's just sad to tell that how much we develop in our field. If our values are not deteriorating against women, we won't be completing a full development. So these two are one of the most important menaces that India is facing. For the improvement of these things, different organizations and different NGOs have been working since years and decades to improve. But what the main requires is the effort that we can give to these movements and to support the working organizations by sitting in our home. Thank you.